Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the back garden yard. And so we're going to go out there and harvest the taro today. So taro is a tropical plant. This year didn't grow as big. We've had a very dry summer and fall, and they didn't grow as big as the ones last year. And sometimes the other kind that's not edible is called elephant ears. But these taro plants grow wild on tropical islands out in the Pacific and stuff. And they actually, all you have to do to grow them is plant them and then come dig them up in the fall, give them a little water every now and then. I think I fertilized them maybe once this year. And that's really all you have to do. So with that said, let's dig a taro, and what we're going to do is we're going to eat the roots. Now, some people eat the stems and leaves, but this year, of course, they're way too old and tough to be trying to eat any stems and leaves, so we're just going to leave those alone, but we're going to harvest the roots. So let's get to it and see just exactly what that looks like. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to dig around the plant and then just take the pile of dirt and work through it and see how many of the corms, C-O-R-Ms, those are what the roots are, the little balls that you eat. So let's see what we got. These have been growing all year. We're just going to dump it over here. So let's open this ball up and see what we got. Now, those of you who saw my sweet potato video know that my sweet potatoes, a lot of them were chewed up by the moles and voles and mice or whatever could dig into the ground. But here's a perfect specimen of a corm. They just look like little potatoes, and then we will go inside in a little while and I'll peel some of these and cook them and show you what they look like. Oh yeah, we got some nice ones here. A couple of these have sprouted a few extra roots, but you can just tear those off. They grow together, and then here's a couple more very nice corms. That's a dirt clod. There's another one. Now these little ones are the ones I'll use for seed corms next year. What I'll do is just go ahead and plant those because they're actually so small they really won't give you much by the time you peel them. So those will be my seed corms. So this next one's such a nice specimen, I decided to turn the camera back on and show it to you. You can see the corms all the way around. They look so pretty. Now, a couple of these have sprouted. I may be a little late in harvesting these this year, but one like this, if it's sprouted, I can still peel it and eat it, no problem. And then the little ones like this will probably still come up, but I'll plant them anyway. And then, of course, all these other ones are very, very nice. So I thought I would just go ahead and show you how nice this one is. And these are probably one of the easiest things to grow, because you really don't have to do anything but water them every now and then and just come dig them up. You only have to weed them. Okay folks, so here's the final harvest, and as you can see, I got a lot of taro. The wheelbarrow is over half full and they are looking fine. You can see, say with this clump here, just how nice they look. That's actually two plants that have grown together. But all these taters are right here and ready to break apart and clean and eat. So what I've got to do now is take them apart and classify them. The ones that are like this here, I'm going to replant probably tomorrow. The ones that have started to sprout and stuff, I'll go ahead and replant my section. And I'm going to plant them back over here where they were. I'm going to clean this up, plow it, and then plant them, because really that's all you have to do. And so I'm going to get that taken care of now. And then, of course, we're going to go in and we're going to fix some for dinner. And I'm going to show you just how nice they look. Okay, folks, so I am back over here at the house with my wheelbarrow full of corms from the taro. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these big ones. This is actually a double plant that has grown together, and I'm going to break it up and classify them so that you can see kind of how I do this to store them. So the first thing I want to do is just kind of break them up. And then I'm going to take the ones that I think have, they're nice and firm and they look like they will eat very well. And I'm going to place them in this container right here. Okay, and then the other ones that would probably be too small to eat, I'm going to place them in this container. And this one's kind of iffy, so it's going in the eating container. Okay, and then I'll pull some more off. These are nice and firm. They're going in the eating container. Nice and firm. This one's mushy and soft, probably won't even grow, but it's going in the planting container. And this one, it's got a mushy top, so I'm putting it in the now eating container. Okay, now when I get a big one like this, this is the center root, and it's got to be eaten very, very soon because it will not keep. So it's going into this container, the eating now container. Okay, and then I've got a nice hard one. Nice hard one. Okay, I think you folks get the picture of what I'm doing to classify these. So I will continue until I get a container full, and then I'll show you what I've got. So okay folks, now as you can see, I have got a whole container full of these very, very nice taro roots. That these I think will keep for 2 to 4 months if I keep them in a cool, dry place. And then these are the ones that, most of these are the big main stems that have to be eaten now, or they'll go ahead and rot. So I'm gonna go ahead and process these tonight for the mashed taro that I want to show y'all how to make. And so all of these will be processed tonight for dinner. And I'm going to go inside in just a little while and we will process these and cook these, and I'll show you how. Now back here is the taro. Some of these had sprouted, and then some of these were just too small and had already started to sprout, and so I just went ahead and put them into the planting pile. And so that's what all of these are, is the ones that I'm going to replant my patch with here, probably this afternoon or tomorrow. So that's why I've got them into 3 sections: immediate use, longer term storage and use, and then of course to plant. And then of course I still got this many to process, which is probably about 1/4 of the wheelbarrow. But I got asked a question: did the same varmints that ate your sweet potatoes, did they attack your taro? And the answer is yes, they did. And I'll show you. You can see that hole there where they ate. You can see here where they ate the bottom out of this one. They ate the bottom out of this one and this one. And then that one, of course, they completely destroyed. And this one here completely destroyed. So I'll take this one, of course, and throw it into the planting pile, and that I'll just throw away. I'll throw these into the planting pile also. It looks like this one's trying to sprout up top. So here's tonight's dinner, and let's see what it looks like. First thing I've got to do is wash them all off and then peel them down to the inner core. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, and so once you get it peeled, you can see that this white part goes away right here. And so to get the actual part you're going to eat, we're going to cut it right through here. So let's do that. And now I'll rinse this one off. Okay, so we're inside now, and we're just gonna make a simple recipe of mashed taro tonight for supper. So let me go ahead. You want to take these big pieces and you want to cut them into small pieces. They're actually pretty hard, and when you boil them, you only want to boil them for a few minutes, and once they're soft, you mash them, add a little butter, a little milk, a little salt and pepper, and that's all the recipe is. Then of course, if you would like to put gravy on them, you can put gravy on them. You can do anything with these that you can put mashed potatoes. So that's what we're doing, is making a dish very similar to mashed potatoes. And I've got the boiling water here. If I can get it without getting the lens fogged. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw these in. And we'll kind of partially cover them, and we'll give them about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and do a softness check on them. Okay, so I gave these a hard boil for about 15 minutes, and you can see the colors changed a little bit. They're a little bit darker. They feel kind of soft to the touch, so we're going to give one a test here. And the way I'm going to do that is put it in here and then just try cutting it with the spoon and looking at it, and it looks pretty soft. That's what you want if you're going to mash them and eat them. Now I'm going to add about 1/4 of a stick of butter and some milk. We're going to use some Costco organic 2% milk, and we'll put that in. Not too much, but these are kind of dry. All right, and we'll keep mashing. And now I'm going to add some salt and pepper to taste. I don't want a lot of salt, but some. That's probably enough, about a teaspoon. And I like a little more pepper. That's about enough pepper. And then we're going to mix it all up one more time. there we have it, folks. It's probably 4 or 5 servings of taro, mashed taro. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to put it right up close to the camera. And here you go. Mashed taro, folks. Right out of the garden. And I've got a lot of this year. So folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And we will see you on the next video.